I'm Dr. Laura Hanson, owner and founder of Original Development and Therapy Center located in Dunwoody, Georgia. This is part of an ongoing video series reaching out to couples, parents, teachers, therapists, family members, anyone with a relationship with a child with neurobehavioral challenges. Today's video is for my parents. Many of my parents that come through the office would love to see me get a TV show because I have some very unique approaches in helping parents, coach those parents on how to bring their child under control. If you are a parent, this video is one I'd really love to share with you. We couldn't get the TV show, at least now, so that's why we're reaching out on these videos. You see, we address neurobehavioral challenges from a mechanical, chemical, and emotional approach. Now, I'm not a counselor, but today's video, I would put it under the category of emotion. Many parents ask me for advice. What do I do to try to get my home life back? That's the thing that I see over and over and over again. Parents have lost control of their home. Their child with neurobehavioral challenges appears to be in control, running the home. So that's going to be our focus for this particular video. One of the things that I've learned in 17 years of working with children and their parents, many parents, rather this is your biological child or you adopted this child, it's the same thing. When you realize that something is not going right for this child, especially mom, your heart gets tugged on and you feel sorry for your child. Now, this is not about guilt, and don't feel bad. Every parent has done this. Nobody wants to see their child struggle. My heart really reaches out to the dads. Dads often want to fix everything. And when they can't fix this problem, it becomes extremely frustrating. In fact, oftentimes I find that dad just doesn't know what to do. Unfortunately, in this population, it's the #1 population where parents are getting a divorce. I encourage all parents, don't get a divorce. This child needs the both of you. And I know this work is hard. Get some help and work on that component of your marriage. It is vital. But you can also get some coaching with us. We have many situations come up where parents just feel like they're exhausted. They've tried everything. But when we take a few steps back, we're realizing that they're not really treating their child, their chronological age. You see, when you're looking at developmental delay, your child has been given a neurological age. So if your child is 7, someone may have told you in your journey that your child's development is more like a 4 or 5-year-old. So you have a tendency to treat them that way. I would encourage you to try to keep this separate. Even though you are doing things and trying to create strategies to help your child who may be at a neurological level lower than their chronological age, hopefully the work that you're doing is going to bring resolution. And one day that child is going to be back in their chronological body. So we need to approach this from 2 directions. So one of my coaching styles is called Draw the Line in the Sand. I meet with the parents and we discuss what's going on at the home. And I encourage the parent, it's time to have, after you have your meeting, if you are married and both of you are together, I encourage the 2 of you, you need to meet together first. If you're a single parent, that's one less person that you have to get this agreement from. Make the decision that you want your home life back the way that represents your values. Then have a family meeting. Draw the line in the sand and tell your child or children that things are going to be different from this point forward. Have your disciplines in place, have your consequences in place, have your directions in place, decide what is up for discussion and what is not up for discussion, and be the parent. Your child needs you to be the parent. One of my favorite statements in the office to the child, because I let your child know I'm the one that's coaching your parents. I'm the one that's telling your parents to have this meeting. That way it's going to take a little edge off of you and they can take it out on me. I'm a very strong woman. This way I can help your child understand this is why you have to take ownership of you. We are here as parents to raise our children up to be independent. While I know in some situations that is not going to happen, but in some situations it will, and in some parts of even those most challenging of cases, some part of independence can be accomplished, even if it's learning how to cook a meal. It's important for us as parents to take that position. Now here comes the tough part. You have to implement what you do. You can't deviate. You must stick to those disciplines, consequences. What you have decided is that you can have a discussion on and cannot have a discussion on. You must not deviate from that path. You're able to come back into me if you need to vent. This is the place where you can do that. Or with your husband. It's important to stay consistent. Not only consistent in your plan of what you're working on with your child, but in your parenting skills. Children learn through repetition. All these movement patterns that we've been talking about in earlier videos, repetition, repetition, repetition. Everything a child learns is through repetition and intensity. If you want to get your home life back, you take the role as the parent. And I always tell the child, if the roles were meant to be different, God would have made it different. You'd be the parent and your parent would be the child. It's time for you to listen to your mom and dad. It's very important to put these steps into a sequence. We can help you with that as well. Over time, you've heard the saying, 21 days to a new habit. In children under 10, 21 days is truly to a new habit. Once we get into beyond 12 years, it is going to take a longer period of time, only because the brain waves are more adult-like. What does it take you to decide to do something, which is frontal lobe, going into that executive function, making a plan, and then following that plan all the way through? What's it take for you? Keep that in mind. But the most important thing is be that child's parent. In today's world, they need that more than ever. Thanks.